guys? Hope you guys are doing fucking amazing. I know that school started up for most of the, North America, especially the Americans, right? Going back into high school, fucking 7-hour, 8-hour classes. Ooh, God forbid, right? I hated it. I really hated high school. I thought that shit sucked, right? But we all have different experiences with it. But I hope you guys are fucking putting about the ads when it comes to academics, because like it or not, if you start off strong in the beginning of the year, or really beginning of the semester, you can really cruise your way throughout, because if you do piss poorly, you have to work harder at the end of the year. And that's when shit stacks up. So I hope you guys are doing fucking fantastic in the start of your year. I know, and especially for the university people, or if you're in the military, well, you guys don't go to university. You guys got what? Field exercises? Safety briefs? Oh, no, it's all fun to times of games, right? 2025 is probably the most defining year of the entire Noobic Stratocracy. I personally believe that it is the year of the Noobic Stratocracy. Whether you agree with it or not, this group has gone through an extraordinary amount of reforms, changes, and identity culture shifts that most of their groups simply cannot really fucking fathom to understand. We went from going and being a small little I'll say and I'll admit that we were the leading Trek group. Like it or not, Trek was originally made for us before Catatonics really pushed that out for being an open source gun system. And we were the leading Trek group, but we were small. We were a little kind of enclosed in ourselves. We weren't really pushing ourselves out there, but we sure as hell had an ego. I think that every single clanner who's probably listening in could tell you that, Noobic, really 30th Division had quite the ego. Oh, I hate clans, grayskins. Oh, they're subhuman. That kind of ego, right? We kind of carry that with us for a very long time. My bad, right? But now you have actually something to justify it. That's what we are now, a super clan, right? It is without a doubt that if Ali Dab didn't make Narama, we really wouldn't be where we're at right now. And I don't mean just fucking with the amount of numbers that we have. I mean the literal absolutely talented individuals that came and found this group through our popularity. Fuck having numbers, right? Meritocracy is where it's at. And it was through Narama that we were able to get so many new people, so many new fresh faces of just talented people, not just as officers, but as artists, skillful people like the operators in 5 NSO or NMSOC. The fantastic, developers who not only have joined Stack, really ICNIC at the time, later Stack, but also for the divisionary developers. Roblox is Sus 1 remade Fort Solstice to be better. That's fucking crazy. The 1NF development team literally fixed South Noobic Sea and made it operational and is now the curator of all naval clanning. That's fucking insane. But the man that we all have to thank is Alidad. Whether you like it or not, he was the defining feature. It wasn't me. You could say, yes, I'm the one who curated the culture of how I wanted my group to be. Yes, I did that. But it was really Alidab who brought forth this group into the new age. So whenever you get the chance, whenever you get the time, thank Alidab. He's probably the reason why you're here. And it was with Narama that we were thrusted into this new golden age. I say golden age because it kind of puts on the response of the hat, that that little fucking Wojak where that's the context hat and the fucking Wojak carrying the context sign, he's pointing to it. It's like that, but with the responsibility, right? The responsibility hat, right? It was pretty fucking big, I'll tell you that much. And it was with that we were able to bring in thousands upon thousands of new people, curate the new generation of officers and the type of culture that we wanted for our people to enjoy. Because again, leadership isn't about fucking looking pretty in a rank. You think I really, like this uniform? Not really. I don't give a fuck if I have 4 stars or if I had 1 or if I had a chevron. I was in your shoes once. I was an infantryman once. Fuck that. I do what I do because we all care about you. I care about you, whether it might seem like it or not, right? So, yeah, I will say that 2025 was the defining year, and especially with the split. I think we all know what that is, the Narama split, where profit was more appealing than morals, and we had to appease the stakeholders, like David Baszucki says, right? Is Blaley David Baszucki? Is that a correlation? Is that what we're getting at? Probably. But regardless of that, it is very sauce for the DM, but several people in states cannot hear me. That's not good. The state's broken. That's not good if people can't hear me. Okay, say me in Noob Talk if you cannot hear me. Oh, sorry, what fucking is retarded? Say me if you can hear me in Noob Talk.
I think they can hear you.
Well, I guess Digital Witch was wrong. Duh, if you can't hear me, say something. Started. I know. It's like the fucking Patrick Drew, like Patrick Jug. He's like fucking his head stuck in a jug. Right? But continuing on, it is, I'm not gonna fucking put on that corporate shit. I don't like fucking being fake with you guys, and it's fake with myself. So that's why I am not like gonna be kind of reading off a script or something. I have like a little paragraph, but I like to talk from my heart. And that to me is kind of like what differentiates myself from a lot of a lot of other quote unquote major groups nowadays, right? Because whether you like it or not, you can go talk with any other major group leader and they're probably just going to be putting on a face or saying stupid shit or fucking being fake with you. But I won't. There's no need for me to do that, dude. I'm a grown ass man running a Roblox group. These people rely on their Roblox groups because it's the only source of entertainment that they have, power, right? So I'm going to talk to you like a fucking human, and I respect you, and I expect that respect back. That's kind of like the defining part of the leadership here. We like to be like real. So, like I was saying before I was cut off, Narama split has definitely had its toll on the group. I don't think we're ever going to really forgive. I mean, you can't really forget and forgive that. It is what it is. I won't talk much on it because if I do, I'll go on an hour-long rant about how much I hate it. But at the end of the day, it was forced upon us without any sort of regulation or actually getting together. It was a fucking, hey, want to get into a VC? Yeah, sure, let's get into a VC. And then they dropped it, and then they fucking split off, and they did their own thing. It wasn't actually because of respect. They just did it out of more of a emotional retaliation, is what they're known for. So with that in mind, it was kind of the core defining feature of 2025 because, you can't have one really good thing without having one really bad thing. If it's too quiet in the Noobic Stratocracy, that means that something's about to fucking happen drama-wise. And that is unfortunately something that I've had to deal with a lot. So now we're here without Narama for a couple months. Do I think we're dying? No. Everyone's got school. Everyone's got places to be, right? If you spend a week long at school, do you really want to use up your time doing another school-like environment, like standing in formation and listening to an old man talk? No. Most people wouldn't. Normal people, right? So I don't think we're dying. I don't think we'll be dying for a very long time. Will Narama die? Nah. So long as they're making money and making profit, I don't think that the golden, the fucking dollar signs in their eyes are going to be changing anytime soon. So with that in mind, let's move on from that. I think that 2025 was definitely a year that we needed, but was unfortunately thrusted upon us, which I'll get into that later. And the biggest thing that I want to bring up in this entire ceremony is a reform that I have been working on alongside many other officers for the last month and a half. This reform is called the Noobic Inter-Service Force Reform 2026, or 1965. It is a document that is going to change a lot of what you view the Noobic Stratocracy, not really view, but how the Noobic Stratocracy functions and how it will be structured. And I'm going to read off something that I wrote during the foreword. This is from my own heart. So listen closely. So Noobic Inter-Service Force Reform 1965, or Noobisphere 1965, is a military bureaucratic reformation of the services of the Noobic Stratocracy heading into the year 2026. The point of this reform is to fill all cracks and scrap the rust off of the chuggy machine that is the Noobic Stratocracy, something that was exposed indirectly by our operations and interactions with our peers across the war and tele genre, of which I thank again for those foreign nations for attending our bi-monthly ceremony. Thank you. Both the Noobic Stratocracy and the Federal Republic of Nubia are the primary nations of Tellus. This is without a doubt. And it's expected that their development and progress remain steadfast in an ever-changing genre of fun, experience, learning leadership, but also wary and ever more cautious of the backstabbing, two-faced, and complacent individuals who inhabit the same space. Noobisphere is meant to set a precedent for what the Noobic Stratocracy will become in the future. Unfortunately, we are simply too big to make more subconscious decisions based on every single clique, every single sphere of influence, every single friend group, or every single organization's opinion and thought that makes up this big-ass group. Decisions that all will agree on, no matter what decisions we may continue forward. So no matter what decisions that we may continue forward with, it will always anger someone. So we absolutely cannot fucking make a decision that everyone's going to agree with, unfortunately. We will long forego the safety of being unknown or considered lesser due to our smaller size and delusional ego forced from being self-proclaimed better. GSA wouldn't make the hash brown document if Narama never happened, would they? Point being, we were, against our own will, placed in the forefront of the military genre. One of its kind. You literally cannot find literally any other group like us. I would love for someone to ping me with a group that has the kind of opportunities, its own function. I don't mean fucking having just a group. I mean its own functional, active Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, military police, and everything of this sort. You're not really going to find a group that not only do that, but also raid any other game that they touch. This means sword clan, this means gun clan, this means milsims, this means RCL clanning. Not really find any other group that's going to be able to do that. Right? That is what makes us interesting. That's what makes us what we do. Right? Right? You could take a noob division and put them on our RCL clanning map, or put them on our sword clanning map, or make them do a milsim, or make them do a lore event, or make them fucking do whatever case may be. You're not going to find any other group that's able to do that. And that's kind of like why we have a problem with people getting banned and them having so much of an addiction to being a part of this community that they forgoed by doing stupid shit that they always try to want to come back. It's crazy how that works. Like I said, as I've written down, you cannot find many other groups rather than Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, military police, honor guard, and many other functional units are active, serve their purpose, and have our own dedicated sub-communities meant to foster brotherhood and greater sense of purpose and community. To not only perform the LARP that can captivate the LARPers, but the clan and conduct raids willingly and intuitively to maintain the attention of our clanners. Many will say that we have diverged from what we once were. We were once a smaller, tight-knit community of friends who felt like extended family, where we could rely on one another for a common cause. I grew up with a lot of people in this group who are no longer here. Some of them hate me. Well, that's too bad because I beat them to the punch. Ha. It's like Zukov, like taking off the jacket and reflecting his fucking medals and shit. Beat you to it, piece of shit. But regardless of that, in all funs and games, it was a different in what future we wanted. If Narama never happened, I feel as though we would have never had what we still had. Sorry, if Narama never happened, I feel as though we would have had what we still have had. A smaller, tight-knit brotherhood. But unfortunately, fate had different plans for us, and it was up to my leadership to decide the future of this group. And that will begin with Noobic. As such, let's touch on a few bullets from Noobic. And this is going to better acclimate into what we... Okay. The billets of Noobic are going to be touching upon different organizational changes. So some of these billets are going to be very important to a few people. So let's bring this up. Rank standardization. You guys may have heard of this. Rank standardization means that every single unit that is either a core or a flagship, right now it's a flagship, but that might change. So every single unit that is a flagship division will have its enlisted and field officers represented within the Noobic Stratocracy. That means that 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Noob Division, 1st Noobic Fleet, Strategic Military Police, and whatever flagships and civil service are, I don't know, will have their enlisted and field officers represented as a role within the Noobic Stratocracy's group and Discord. Core level sized units, such as Noobic Marine Corps, 5th Noobic Special Operations, and all that kind of stuff, will also have specifically their command triad represented. But that may change in the future. So that means that your field leaders, that your fleet leadership, your Navy brethren, your sailors, who are fucking, may be like a petty officer, or let's just say a fucking lieutenant or an ensign, they will be standing next to their fucking Army lieutenants and their squad sergeants or platoon sergeants, and they'll be represented equally, which means that there will be numerous possibilities and opportunities to gain rank and power, not just through the ground service, not just through a nuke division, but also through other means. Because whether you like it or not, we're all in the same fight. Whether you do decide to serve as an infantryman or a sailor or a marine or an operator or an airman or whatever fucking title there exists right now, right? Atomic, you're funny. You're a funny man, Atomic. So that's probably the biggest thing. Next up, Strategic Military Academy reform. Brother, yeah, it's getting another attachment to it. So the Strategic Military Academy will be established as a full-on academy under the civil service. All enlisted and field officers who attain rank in any core or above sized unit will be required to graduate SMA. SMA will be broken down into 2 sections, with the first section being 5 phases. Each phase will have 2 to 3 classes. The second section will be specialty schools. If you're a Marine, you know what TBS is, right? All right, see how that works. So if you're a United States Marine, you know what the difference is between OCS and TBS. That's what this is, right? For those who don't know, a specialty school is where individuals go to their respective unit's specialty school to learn unit-specific information and leadership training that can better suit candidates to lead in that unit. This will mean that if you go to SMA because you want to get a rank in, let's say, Noobic Marine Corps, I want to be a fucking gunnery sergeant, or I want to be an enlisted or a field officer in the Noobic Marine Corps. Well, guess what? You got to go through SMA first. And then when you graduate SMA's first section, you go to the Marine Specialty School, whatever they may call it. Upon which, then you will get further training to be a proper, not just an officer, but a Marine officer. And then you can actually conduct what you're wanting to do. This will still happen within a 2-month frame. You can finish it early, but it will always happen within a 2-month frame. Now, the cool thing is, each specialty school will receive its own unique ribbon upon completion, which means that there is a possibility that if we continuously think about it and we discuss and put on the paper, there is a possibility that you can attend multiple specialty schools and get multiple ribbons. But it'll be up to that specialty school's leadership to decide whether or not you will go to that specialty school or not. Which means that if I'm a fucking, let's just say, a SMIC reporter and I want to be a Marine officer, well, too bad. They just said no. Tough fucking luck. So that's how that's going to look. As such, the Stratonic Military Academy will have its own standing rank structure. It is not big. It will not be big. It will not be long. It will not be extensive. But there's going to be 3 to 5 people who are going to be running it, separated from any other duty that they will have within the Noobic Stratocracy. As such, Zambarado, front and center, wherever you are. All right. Squad Sergeant Zambarado, you have been appointed to be the first standing commandant of the academy, to discharge the duties of the general to ensure the training of future leaders across the Stratocracy, to remain loyal to the community who they serve, and to remain efficient in their duties prescribed within the academy. You are to be expected to select your 2 superintendents and to carry out the orders of Office of the General to ensure that all officers are trained thoroughly and respectful to the community who they serve. Congratulations, Commandant. You may be seated. Oh yeah, I'll do that. War Commander, you just reminded me. So, with that in mind, next up, Noobic Naval Aerial Corps will be ascended to a corps level unit. This is to reflect the duties in the mission statement of being the Stratocracy's foremost aerial unit and to ensure aerial dominance in all respective theaters as assigned by higher authority. As the Stratocracy's only air force, I want to congratulate the Noobic Naval Air Corps' due diligence in being as efficient as possible. And thank you guys for bringing back NAAC from literally like the cobwebs that it was to being an efficient fighting force in the aerial theater. Let this be known now for anyone else who doesn't know. Noobic Naval Air Corps has been given the technology to create and to maintain their own aerial raid game. Who's played War Thunder? If you played War Thunder, Arcade Air, then you know what air dominance is. That is what we're hoping for. So if you were interested in being a pilot, now's kind of the time to get that. So congratulations to the Naval Aerial Corps, all that kind of stuff. Let's see here. What's up? What's up next? Oh yeah. I bet Founders is gonna like this. We are standardizing our moderation. It's called moderation standardization, which means that we will be reforming the Noobic Stratocracy's moderation and how we do stuff around here, right? So we're gonna make sure that shit is gonna be a little bit more fair. Fair. It's a fucking Stratocracy. It's not a democracy. Yeah, get out of here. But because of that, we're going to make sure that that's all standardized. And also for TELUS people listening, for people who are into that, The Noobic Stratocracy's Justice Department is being reformed into a Telos-wide centralized Justice Department, which means that every single Telos nation will have representation within the Justice Department. It will no longer be just fucking Noobic Stratocracies. This is so that Telos-wide bans can be enforced, but also that no Noobic Stratocracy inherent bias will be affected in the decision-making that may happen within another Telos nation's judiciary decision-making. I have appointed OU as stand-in director of the Telos-wide Justice Department. Congratulations, OU. Another big-ass thing on your plate. Oh, yeah. Ribbons and medals are being reformed. We will no longer be having little participation medals on our fucking ribbon shit. I am sick and tired of seeing years old medals being used. They look like shit. They look like garbage, and we're gonna fucking fix it. That also means that there will be more medals. More opportunities. Our shit will actually look good. On top of that, we are getting new formals. Every single unit is going to get new formals. It may not be completely different from what you're wearing right now, but each unit that has their own formals will receive a better, more textured formals. And it will be also the opportunity for more specialized units, such as Noobic Armored Corps, to have their own type of formal, such as boots, instead of basic dress shoes. This is still up for debate, but I will say that we have been working on formals, and God for fucking forbid drawing the concept art. For the ground service specifically, our new formals are going to be looking a lot like the Chinese. So get ready to, are you Chinese? Nah, but we're going to look like it. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we're having to sort of semi-retire the noob combats. I know this is kind of hard. It was a very hard choice. But the next generation of combats that is going to be supplied to a lot of the units of the Stratocracy is going to be full bodies. This decision is not yet final, but as it currently stands within the Noobisphere Discord, this is kind of what it's looking like, which will mean that noob first noob, second noob, and third noob divisions, you cannot announce major reforms with a monotone voice like that, says Chief Corporal. We're getting rid of the noob combats! Huzzah! Yay! Yeah, I'm fucking kicking my feet up in the air. Come on. I don't like the decision, but it will still be up for debate. But as it currently stands, do not blame me. Do not get mad at me. But I will say that we voted on this multiple times. Both the community and the leadership has voted in majority of the full bodies. Which means that if we can finally get some pushback against the full bodies, then maybe, just maybe, we can fix the opinions of a few of our officers. But that's until a later thing. So yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're halfway done, y'all. Trust me, okay? Division of the cycle. Ooh. Division of the cycle. Now, I will say that the division of the cycle is determined by me, but I also ask around. I like to ask other people's opinions. I will say this. I cannot be everywhere at once. I do not know every single accomplishment that a unit does because I'm not a god. I'm not omnipresent. If you disagree with my picks for division of the cycle, well, fucking my suggestion would be to better tell me when their unit does something that's cool instead of just assuming that I know, because I don't. I think that's fair. Right? Y'all think that's fair? Yes or no? Noob Talk. I'm not saying this because it's a controversial pick. I don't think this at all. I think that the unit, holy stutter, the unit deserves it. So let's get a drum roll. Let's get drums in Noob Talk real quick. The division of the cycle for the December to January cycle is, let's see here. Let's get this. Let's get it on. The Noobic Equine Racing Association. Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm honestly joking. No. Please congratulate the second new division for earning division of the cycle. Second new division. Crazy that the Asians were able to beat out the Europeans and the Americans. That's insane. So here's why. Not only have I'm not. What is this? The Israeli wall. Someone's gonna make a fucking edit of me like kissing the wall or some shit. Anyways, I will tell you this and I'll say this. The second new division has been able to not only perform the duties of which is expected of them, but they have also put belt to ass in providing their own community with not only raids and not just the typical Goislop DT farm, but they're also able to provide multiple homemade lore events. Yes, I know 3D got to it, but that was much later. Tony's been doing it for a long ass time, so sorry. Doing shit last minute doesn't help, right? But regardless of that, they've been able to not only perform the raids, but also cultivate a community that I simply don't see within others. They are able to cultivate a really strong cultural brotherhood where they have been able to really chime in on being that Asian aspect that I've not been able to see barely anywhere else. So congratulations for the Asians for fucking putting belt to ass, making lore events, cultivating everything to make the second new division, the division of the cycle that they so deserve. And it's not just the second new division, but it's also the all Asians within the Noobic Stratocracy. So congratulations, Asians. Sorry, they're all Filipinos for doing what you guys do. And especially thank you for the enlisted officers and the field officers for absolutely knocking it out of the ballpark. I think that the second new division should stand as an example for how other units should be hosting for their division, because they're not hosting to fill a quota. They're actually hosting to make the community enjoy being a part of that community. It's crazy how that works. It's crazy when you host events for your community and you make shit fun and unique and different that people actually look forward to being active in your division. It's crazy how that works. So I'll wrap it up. Congratulations, y'all. Great fucking work. So what does that say for everyone else? What does that say for all of the leadership? That says, see y'all fucking spamming that stupid ass good. Enough said, 100 million ticks to Carlsland. What that says is that all their units, what they should be doing right now is after their ceremony, get together and say, hey, Tony's hosting this and that. We should do this and that. Right? What's going to make us different? What's going to make us stand out? What's going to make our community actually like it? Right? Because again, everything you do is for the community. Congratulations, 2D. So, let me see. Yeah. What the fuck is this? What is this? Y'all, look, hold on. I want to put this in Noob Talk real quick. Y'all, look at this. We have got to be allies with Imperium Germanica for no specific reason, of course. No specific reason. Okay, I'm obviously joking. Again, I like that fun. All right, but on a serious note, it's kind of what we're doing. So, let's see here. I'm not reading out 487 names. That's impossible. I'm not fucking doing it. You cannot. I would rather fucking get castrated than list out 400. No, I wouldn't. But I'm not doing that. It's a waste of time, waste of effort. So we're just going to. I will post the promotions document after the ceremony, and you can fucking Control F to look for your name if you're on it. But I will say that the promotions list really, truthfully, it's fucking huge. It is fan-fucking-tastic. Wow. It's a whole lot of new senior infantrymen, a whole lot of specialists, and a whole lot of corporals. You guys deserve it. Every single one of you guys. So let's move on to the more leadership positions because they're actually more manageable. So let's get started, shall we? When I call your name, you would stand front and center and shoulder to shoulder in front of the podium on the red carpet. Starting off with all the enlisted officer promotions, can I please have the following? Squad sergeants. Koi_V. Daniel VJ1. Jet Stream Sam. Stupidity_Soul. OK Roses. Noob Ponazor. Agent Purge. This is a demotion list. You guys are all demoted. Bye. I'm kidding. But these individuals have all been chosen by their respective colonels to be promoted to the honorable enlisted officer rank of platoon sergeant to carry out the duties of officer of general to assume and ensure what is that? Who just teleported inside of me? To ensure that their communities are safe, fun, and enjoyable, and that they will remain ever so more vigilant in ensuring that they serve the community first and foremost, as assigned by, again, Officer General. So congratulations, platoon sergeants. You've earned it. A round of applause on Noob Talk. Thank you. You all may sit. I'm gonna mute this fucking group chat. It's annoying. All right. Next up. Okay. Let's see a few names. May I please have the following platoon sergeants? Scrub Team 6. The Cooler Goose. Yenny Scythe. Digital Witch. He was a serial killer who bragged about killing. Dude, I'll say that in any ceremony, I love reading 5 and Associate chat. They're always the funniest niggas that to read. I do believe that it's fucking hilarious. They're hilarious people. He was a serial killer who bragged about killing. That's quite the reputation you have, Scrub Team, if you're here. These individuals are put belt to ass. I don't think I need to explain what they have been doing. Yenny Scythe, artist, who also been hoster. Digital Witch, very vocal, fucking fantastic officer. And Cooler Goose, come on. 3D knows who he is. So I would like to promote these individuals to the honorable rank of company sergeant, whereas they will carry out the duties as discharged by Officer of the General to assume the safety and the best experience possible to the community that they serve. Congratulations, company sergeants. Let's see what you can do. Give a round of applause. Noob talk, please. Thank you. Patty cake with no hands. You all may take a seat. Damn, I think he just left. Oh, never mind. I thought that person left. Oh, I got my rank. Oh, finally, fuck, I'm out. Going straight to bed. All right. Next up, we have a brand new battalion sergeant. There's not a lot of battalion sergeants because it's a new rank, right? Can I please have Spider Romanov front and center? Spider Romanov. I would quite frankly say that you carry 1D. Not to discharge or not to disrespect the other enlisted officers over there in the European sector, but without a shadow of a doubt, you have maintained the activity of the 1st Noob Division and always been a front and center raid leader in ensuring that the community of the 1st Noob Division is entertained in not just events, but specifically in raiding. With that, I'm going to promote you to the honorable rank of battalion sergeant, right underneath command sergeant. That's pretty fucking high, actually. Congratulations, battalion sergeant Spud Romanov. You have earned it. Let's get a round of applause. What the fuck was that? You hear that? Anyways, Spuddy, sorry, battalion sergeant, you may take your seat. Now, that's it for the enlisted officers. Oh, where's 1D? Yeah, bullshit. I'm not reading out your promotions. So I will say that it is kind of unfortunate, but there's also an opportunity that we will be possibly adding another enlisted and field officer rank to reflect the new Strategic Military Academy reform, which means that when people finish their first section, that means all the 5 phases in their first section, they'll be promoted to that rank, that new rank. And then when they finish their specialty school, then they'll be promoted to the next corresponding rank. This is still up for debate and still being discussed, but this will be implemented within the following cycle. Now let's move on to the officers, the field officers. I was an officer. All right. Ooh, okay, I know they're gonna love this one. Releptive. John 5 minutes so, front and center. And makes reacts. No, I'm kidding. Fuck you, nigga. Okay. Congratulations. All right. Is a relative not here? No, he's all right. All right. So I was speaking to both of you, but I was speaking to John 5 minutes so. It is an understatement about how much shit you do. I think that you're one of the very few clanners who can actually keep control of clanners. But without all that aside, you do a shit ton of work as an officer within 500 sub, but you've also been a mentor for the 3rd Division in ensuring that the activities of the 30th Division as a field officer and as an enlisted officer. You have done an absolutely fantastic job in the duties that you have discharged as your current rank of squad sergeant. So with that, by my rank and by my authority, who's that? I will be commissioning you as a lieutenant of the 30th Division alongside Rolette Picambo. Congratulations. You may fall back to formation. Or take a seat. I don't know where you come from. All right. He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people. He was a serial moderator who talked about moderating people. All right. Who is this? All right, let's see here. Let's see here. All right, next up. Yeah. Oh, ooh, okay, I got a few. Oh, they're all the same type of people. Okay, so can I have the following lieutenants? Fakir Shabrin. Fakir. Fix your fucking name! Fakir Shabrin. Lucky Relic. Antiquinch. Olivinity. Emia Reen. I told you it was the same type of people. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Okay, it's fun though. So, hello, Thailand ladyboys. No, just kidding. It's all fun. I think you all have probably know why I'm laughing and giggling, shit like that. But in all seriousness and all fun and games, did that person trip? They did. But regardless of that, you have been selected by your respective colonels to be commissioned and to be promoted to the very honorable rank of Lieutenant First Class to reflect the duties of which you have been presented alongside with your commitment and honor to excellence, and also to serve the people underneath you in the community abroad, which I thank each and every single one of you for doing as such, and as such, as I said before, you'll be promoted to Lieutenant First Class. Oh, congratulations. Give them a round of applause, y'all. Give them a round of applause. All right, you all may take a seat. All right, let's see here. Ooh, okay. One's a popular choice, might not be a little controversial. That's fine. That's what we know for, unfortunately. Do I have any more coffee? No, I'm out. Anyways, it's been a very long time since we had new captains. Captain is the last of the junior field officers before they have to be leading a unit as a major or colonel. So captain is a very hard to get rank, but I believe that the two individuals who I'm about to call up really do deserve it. They have been chosen with a board of people to be promoted to captain. As such, can I please have Lieutenant First Class Craftico 2 and Lieutenant First Class Jadaver or Unstanley? And Stanley, despite having Reddit humor, you've made it. So congratulations. I think it's quite an understatement to say how much these two individuals have done, not just in the respective new divisions, but also in the duties of which they have assigned themselves. Graphico 2, alongside Worker 1212 and Cooler Goose, practically carry foreign relations. I mean, it's the reason why literally you see your foreign people there. She's the reason why they're there. That's fucking crazy, right? She's a fucking one of the most fantastic officers who I've had the pleasure of working with. So when the board brought up to bring her up to captain, fuck yeah, immediately, without a doubt. Stanley, ever so vigilant in the safety and security of this group. I think that there's barely any officers who even come close to being as productive, and the ability to take the initiative is very rare nowadays. You don't really ever see officers do it nowadays. But Stanley definitely is quite literally the curator of what it means to be a Noobic Stratocracy officer, and the diligence and the activity and the committed to player safety and experience within the Noobic Stratocracy as a whole. I think that without Unstanley, or now Jadaver, weird ass name, that we would not be where we are today. So congratulations. You too. You have now made it the captain. Give him a round of applause. You may take a seat. All right. Now we have actually 3 service officers who are either going to get their rank changed or promoted. I think throughout the last month I have been stressing the fuck out of this because this is as close as they're ever going to get to myself, as well as the wider Stratocracy and leadership as a whole. They are ascending, being assigned just to a fucking new division or a fucking ground service. No, they're sitting way beyond that. It's a very, very hard to get place, but you always have to be at the right place at the right time. So long as you remain vigilant in everything that you do and remain respectful and committed to the duties that you say and you volunteer to do, that is how you get places in this group. There is a new position as an adjutant staff. This new position is called the Undersecretariat Head. Now, there's a lot of discourse and a lot of discussion about this. Oh, you have drag kids. Yeah, I know. You know, she was the one who decided it, right? But as a whole, through careful deliberation and discussion between myself and other members, a part of both the Office of the General as well as other officers, we have decided to give the title and rank of Undersecretary Head to Livica Flora, front and center. Being a secretary isn't like the fucking stereotype that you think it is. No, they actually do shit. Like when you tell them to do something, they fucking do it, right? But it was with the sheer volume of activity and approachability of Livica Flora that allowed her to get the upper edge in terms of what we were wanting the undersecretary head to be. It isn't just about doing something. It's about how you do it, how fast you do it, and are you able to actually communicate with the peers alongside you to get that task accomplished. Being a disciplinarian isn't something that we're looking for as a secretariat. No, it's not about that. It's not putting the fucking boot down. It's about being someone that people can approach and someone that people can trust. As such, we have decided, as through deliberation, that Livica Flora will be the next new undersecretariat head of the Stratocracy. Congratulations. These officer promotion lists. This is like Two Sketch says, like a weird little pattern. The fuck?
Yo, girl power.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, it's nothing but fucking women. Like, what's going on? I don't make this list. I'm just presented it. So you can walk away. Go back to your position. But it's I don't get this. Now, mind you, that I completely had barely any say. What the hell? I had barely any say with the promotions. I just kind of I barely even scan over it because it's really truthfully the colonels and the majors and the unit commanding officers who make the decisions and present the list to me. So if I'm not presented with a list or if I'm missing someone, well, tough fucking luck. Someone didn't do their job. It's not my fault, right? So let's get on. There's a new lieutenant general. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Let's get it. Lieutenant general is a very interesting rank. It's one of the ranks where it's a very risky rank. I'll say it like that. Being lieutenant general isn't just about your ability to do something or your ability to do something without being asked. It's about being someone who could stand by my side, who can help me as well as I can help them with doing what their job entails. It is not about fucking like, oh, you can do task A really good. No, fuck that. I know that I'm not perfect. I never will be. Fuck that. Fuck being perfect. If you're perfect, you're fake. Always. That's my philosophy. So, regardless of that, being lieutenant general means that you can get it is the rank that I have absolute full fucking authority to say, I don't like this fucking person. Get the fuck out. And it happened to Mythos. No offense to him, he's a great guy, but it happened to him, right? That's how easy it is to lose it. And the very high expectations. I have spent the last month thinking about it. I really have, and it's been stressing me the fuck out because I don't think no one can replace Ron Q. That's without a doubt, and I'll hold that thought into the day I die. But I will say that this decision has been long and lengthy. Let's get a drum roll, please. Noob talk. Let's get a drum roll. Your new lieutenant general of the entire Noobic Stratocracy, following today's inauguration, is Wholesale Kevin 12. Congratulations, you're up, bud. Yeah, come up. Congratulations. I know. I'm obviously fucking joking. No, fuck no, absolutely not. That's never happening. Tough luck. But all seriousness, the decision for Lieutenant General is Sawanaka, Chief Command Sergeant, front and center. Chief Command Sergeant Sawanaka has been by my side as the Chief Command Sergeant since I think what's the 5th month? January, February, March, April, May. Okay, like May of 2025. Even I think it was even before that. It was like May 2024. It was a long ass time before Narama. Even if so, she has faithfully served in everything that I've ever asked her to do, and she has not caused major drama or have done anything in malicious intent towards the Noobic Stratocracy. It is without a shadow of a doubt that Sawanaka has been one of the best enlisted officers and overall officers that the Stratocracy has ever had. You may not like what she does, and that's perfectly fine. But that does not equate or ignore the fact that she has remained ever more vigilant in her capabilities to serve faithfully in the Noobic Stratocracy. And with that, it is by my decision that she will be made Lieutenant General following the inauguration of the 31st of January 2026. Congratulations. If you do stupid shit, you're fired. Get back. And give her a round of applause. I'm sure that I'm missing a few names. It is without a doubt that I always fucking somehow miss a few names. Let me remind you that I do not make these lists. They are presented to me. Right? We have to ask each command to give us the list, and that's to be fast and fucking quick. So if I am missing a name, trust me, you will still get promoted, but you will unfortunately have to miss out on the ego of being called up in front of hundreds of people. That is a sacrifice. As such. All right, medals and rewards. So how this will go is that I will call up the more important people who have earned the higher rank and all that. So bear with me. I will not read out each reason for the award. Fuck that. Absolutely not. So when I call your name, just come up and I'll fucking read out what you got. I think that's fair. So without further ado, can I please have the following people front and center? Major Willie Lowell, Colonel Toby Nations, Specialist Billy Bob _ Joe 3, Major Eriksu, Platoon Sergeant The Killer Goose, Corporal Prefect Now. Shit, I forgot to split them. Whoops. Well, I'll say that Colonel Willie Lowell. Oh, sorry. Fuck no. Major. No, sorry. No, you're still Major. It is. Major Willie Lowell, Colonel Toby Nations, Specialist Billy Bob Joe 3, and Major Eriksu will be awarded with the very special medal of the Golden Wreath. Congratulations. I'm not going to read out every fucking reason. You can read it out yourself. But I will personally say that these individuals have put in an absurd amount of fucking work. Golden Wreath may not seem as a really special or very high rental to get because it's how much it is, but the amount of work that these individuals have done is fucking extraordinarily more than their peers. Platoon Sergeant, the Cooler Goose, and Corporal Prefect now will be awarded with Golden Tread. Congratulations. You all may fall back into formation. Thank you very much. Did you just kill me? Yo, I think you just killed me. Ooh, that's embarrassing, Sovereign Guard. That's very embarrassing, Sovereign Guard. I wonder what's going to happen to Sovereign Guard after this ceremony. Might just give SPS your job. Let's see here. All right, moving on. All right, let's see here. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, then. Okay, Major Zolta, Major Zolta, and Lieutenant Thrax ITA_YT, front center. Please, thank you. Congratulations to these two, as Major Zolta will be awarded with the Order of the Seal. Fan-fucking-tastic. And Lieutenant Thrax, IT_YT, will be awarded with the Seal of Discipline. So congratulations, you two. You want me to fall back to formation? All right. We'll finish it off with going up a couple more people. Oof, I don't want to fucking do it. Well, fuck it, whatever. Major Krieg Sharon _0001, Major Willie Lowell, Lieutenant Army Avia, Lieutenant Emilia Irene, Lieutenant Fackership, fucking fix your name. Platoon Sergeant Scrub Team 6, Platoon Sergeant The Cooler Goose, Platoon Sergeant Picyon 10, Platoon Sergeant Some_Dudette 85, Squad Sergeant Nox Krasy, Squad Sergeant Agent Purge, and Squad Sergeant Stupidity Soul. Did I say Order of Seal? Oops, that's embarrassing. Type shit. Anyways, these individuals, these officers, have been awarded with the enlisted or field officer commendation for their ever so more dedication to the Stratocracy and everything that they do. It's an absolute fan-fucking-tastic work, and they will be awarded with this very honorable ribbon. Another ribbon, please. Thank you. Oh, they don't like it? Fuck it. Another 10 trillion ticks to Carlsland. Regardless of that, they have done an absolutely fucking fantastic job at everything that they've done. Y'all may take a seat. Thank you. And give these people congratulations. Round of applause. Why is DEA? Because they want to be different and unique and want to do their own thing. We don't have time for all that. I gotta finish it off. I forgot to announce like 2 things. All right, got a couple more cool things, and this is for our artists. Squad Sergeant Zambarado, Senior Infantryman Walili 49, Infantryman Sonic_Sega Genesis 64, Infantryman Mono Verde 888, Infantryman Cats for Life 907, Infantryman Grand Assassin 45, Infantryman Mozzie Fix. Infantryman Critter. Yeah, that. Infantryman Bacterial _ player. If I called your name front and center, I don't think they're here. Fuck no, none of them are here. It's crazy. Oh, there's one person. That's one person. That's crazy. Oh, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Oh, now we want to fucking move. Okay, whatever. Come on, y'all. Just a couple more minutes. Ooh, that's not good. Whatever. These individuals have been awarded with the Order of the Canvas, primarily issued out by Ambergy. No surprise there. So congratulations to these people. I think they've done an absolute fan-fucking-tastic job with applying their talents and their expertise to the Noobic Stratocracy. It's very rare that we actually get talented people. Even rarer that talented people. Who is this? Who is this? Nigga, you are not in uniform. Whatever. All right, I'll let it slide. But regardless of that, these individuals have applied their talent. It's very rare that we actually get talented people. Even rare that they actually apply their talent to the group. And these individuals have done exactly that. So congratulations. Round of applause for these people. Y'all may take a seat. The rest of the list is infantry commendations and above averages, which you find it out yourself. Not to be a dick, but it'd be kind of a long time. It's been an hour and 30. So the cover up on a few things that I've missed over and went over. Yeah, Lieutenant First Class Army Aviator front center. Yeah, like 10 seconds. Another female DEI, please. I'm kidding. All right. Army Aviator. Through the wishes of Colonel Toby Nations and an expertise in the duties that you have committed to the 2nd Noob Division and the other units that you may have been assigned to or volunteered for, you would be promoted to the rank of Captain alongside Jay Javert and Craptico 2. Congratulations. Get a round of applause. This is an absurd amount of fucking twinks. Most of them are not even real women. It's fucking insane. Whatever. And crazy ass list. Congratulations. Let me take a seat. All right, look at that. And the last thing. Last utter thing. Before we do closing statements and we are all dismissed. Dracius Momentus, front and center. Yeah, 10 seconds. Stop water farming. All right. I think that in your extraordinarily short tenure within the Noobic Stratocracy, you have done and exceeded expectations. Very rare do I actually find another person who has not just an absurd amount of time, but also an absurd amount of dedication, not just to the unit, but for the wider Stratocracy. Whether it be because of the job or simply what they do, it is quite an understatement that I've actually been able to no shit found someone else like myself who has committed and sacrificed a lot for this group, even if it has been in a very short amount of time. In an extraordinary short amount of time. Hell, it's fucking insane. So what we're going to do is, this is not going to be your typical promotion. So let's get that out of the way. How this will work is that General Secretary Jerkius will be put between the General Staff and Lieutenant General, connected to specifically me and Lieutenant General to carry out the duties necessary that I assign to General Secretary. This will mean that General Secretary will be a direct pipeline to myself, on par or right underneath Lieutenant General. It is quite the fucking rank position. This will mean that every single service officer cannot fucking order General Secretary to do whatever they ask him. Well, it means that they can't demote him or get rid of him. So congratulations, General Secretary. You've been given more power to do what you need to do. Give General Secretary a round of applause. Oh, what? Dude, what? The server's region is in Thailand? Ooh, gross, dude. No wonder why it's so many fucking DEI being promoted. It's in fucking Thailand. Whoa, bro. Jerks right themselves. All right. Anyways, you made it come back up here. Congratulations, General Secretary. I'm glad. Hope to see what you'll be able to do in the future. So, some closing statements. I know this wasn't necessarily the fucking best promotion ceremony, not because of the, not because we're fucking losing numbers, but it's also because of the fact that there's a lot of more controversial stuff. I am very much aware that I'm aware of the situation and the more controversial take of the full bodies. Now, we pinged about this a couple of times. This is something fucking new. This isn't like something crazy, right? This isn't extraordinarily profound, right? We have pinged about it and we've discussed it, but without fail, numerous times, consistently, we have almost always, you guys have chosen yourselves. You guys have chosen the full bodies over the new combats. This is still being up for debate. It is not finalized. But it is a sacrifice that we may have to make in the future because, like it or not, if we don't adapt, then we will die. And we're best trying to adapt to make ourselves better for what we can do so that later on, when H-year prison releases and we start getting the inflow of members again, if we do. What is going on? They're silly little people. Dude, they're like silly little retro guppies. Oh, Narama friend group? Oh, hey, look, it goes to show, right? So, you see the shit that the Narama people do? It's fine. They can go back to barking in their 8-neck blue VC because they do that. They have a video recording of it in metal. Yeah, so regardless of that, it's unfortunate. Goes to show. But like I was saying, it's very controversial. I get that. I understand that. But like, as I said, as I will continue to say, if we do not adapt to become better, then we will die. So either we will get full bodies or revamped new combats going into the future of 2026. There's a lot of stuff that I look forward to working with you, and a lot of stuff I look forward to working with the individuals who have been promoted. There's a lot of stuff to change during this year, a lot. So be prepared for that. Yeah, y'all see them running? They're on the left right there. You see that? Everyone look at them. Everyone look at them. See that? It's crazy how that works, right? Oh, let me detain one. Is this the same guy? Wait, wasn't this the guy that we banned a bit ago? Let's see here. Let's see. Take a look. See. Oh yeah, it was. So this is a Narama mod, y'all. Look at this. Look at this guy, right? So this guy, and alongside all the other Narama mods that you may see around the Stratocracy, don't forget to ever remind them that they are Narama mods. So working for Narama is always going to be complicit in fucking us over. So if they're ever going to be in support of Narama or moderate for Narama, like this piece of shit, then they were 100% complicit in the split and they supported. It's simple as that. It's simple as that works, right? So make sure that if you guys ever see an Arama mod or something akin to that, make sure you remind them. Don't bully them, don't harass them, but remind them. We might forgive sometime in the future, but we will never forget. We will never forget, right? So remember, it is your duty to protect this community and to make sure that this community is as accessible and as safe and as flourishable as possible. But also make sure that those who have fucked with us, who have hurt us, do not get a chance to enjoy what opportunities and experiences that we provide. You will not be able to enjoy this group if you are complicit with the split or you work for Blaley. Does everyone think that's fair? Say yes or no. You be honest. Yes or no, Nimside. Y'all gonna remind them? So whenever you see a Narama mod or a Narama developer, let them know. Let them know. Remember, as it was with my duty, it is also your duty. Everyone's here together. I think I'll be wrapping up for now. Again, thank you guys for coming to the promotion ceremony. I know that fucking hearing to me yap for like an hour and 40 minutes wasn't really necessarily the most fun and fucking exciting experience. I know that I can be sometimes monotonous. I'm not fucking kicking my fucking feet up in the air, giggling and shit like that because I know that I always forget someone or I always say something stupid or some shit like that. Hey, it happens. All right. But at the end of the day, you guys have showed up. You guys care about this group, and it's through our commitment and dedication to the community that we will always continue to thrive. Even if people don't like us, even if people wish the worst upon us, we have to prove them wrong. Not just at a leadership level, but also at your guys, at the personnel level. You guys have to keep each other accountable because if we don't keep each other accountable, we will become degenerate. We will become losers. It's crazy how that works. So remain faithful, protect your community. Remember, this is your community. Protect your community and do what needs to be done so that next year we would become better and stronger and a lot more better experience that we can provide for not just the leaders, not just yourselves, but for the thousands of new people who may join us in the future. Now, if I can really quickly find it. Oh, right. I forgot one thing. Smick created a nice little video for you guys. Who remembers the Echo Beach lore event? Huh? Who remembers it? Right? Smick has made a video specifically working made 110. So what I'll do is that I'll put it in announcements. This is just a link that they gave. So I don't know how that works, but this is just an MP4. Google Drive, I don't fucking know what it is. But basically, you can go watch it in your own free time. I think it's really cool and fun and enjoyable. So make sure you guys are watching that and make sure you guys are thanking War Commander and especially Smick. Shout out to Smick. So yeah, let's see here. Is there any other group who is listening in right now who wants us to raid them? Let's do a big ass raid, huh? Let's do that. If we can find someone, of course. They can either DM me or DM in like an officer or something. IGE. ignore that. That's a stupid ass DM. All right. So let's see here. So hello. Oh, by the way, hi G Annie Agni. I didn't know you guys actually showed up. Nice for you guys to do that. So do you guys have like a raid map that can support over, a couple hundred people? 400, 500? You guys got a nice little raid map? All right. So while we're waiting, everyone, put on your noob combats. Everyone, officers too. If you need to leave, leave. But put on your noob combats, reset, and let's just form one big ass SDS. I don't care if you're in your blocks. Actually, no, let me go ping for that video real quick. Video by Schmick about from the Echo Beach lore event. Yeah, nice IP grabber trying to get Netanyahu. I am Netanyahu. You will give me your face, and I will feed it into my AI generator.
See, I know you guys have been waiting to actually hear my voice. I know that's what you've been waiting for.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck invited this nigga up on this stage?
Get off the fucking stage, too, Skip. Holy shit. Who invited this guy? God damn.
They already made like a vignette of me like kissing the grave, like the fucking sand wall with me, like little fucking like cat. It's funny. It's in fucking Arts and Creations. I love it.
You, Skip, completely fucking ruined my train of thought. I had something I was gonna say.
Are the auto counts still coming on? Let's see here. Let's see. Fucking. Hey, Guyan Agni, I don't know if you're still here or not, but would it be possible if you can just like have us deploy on the map, but you guys can have like the most like OP fucking guns, like just fucking like the best guns imaginable, and we'll give you like maybe like a fucking 20-minute like time to prep or shit like that. I think that if not, it's fine. A lot of people want to raid something right now. I know that much.
How many of my guys got their comments on? Take a look. Hey, by the way, well, Gallant's getting all that fucking raid shit set up. Fucking amazing showing out. Fucking ground service. Absolutely beautiful.
W Eats did.
Exactly. You know what? Maybe once we're all dismissed with this from the ceremony, we can play some patty cake with no hands.
Patty cake with no hands. Matt, oh. Can you ask, Guyan, can you ask if fucking Irish can increase your server size?